What do you think of this? This is one of my rat people. It's got a bit of a chest there made out of rabbit. Some up here made out of mink, I think. This is a rat. It's underwear made out of all different rat scrotums. He did have trousers, and he's shafting his missus, mate. It's called Roger, and you can get it on my website, printed to order, just like the Mothman with his cock out t-shirts and the Jesus lizard beanies. This is a new amalgamation, so it's set on a bed of solidite, which is this blue rock here, which I also sell. Real duckling feet attached to a beetle's body. I used the head and attached the head to a duckling's neck, well, a fake neck that I made out of rat skin. The head's made out of a bit of goat. This is a chicken's beak, a little baby chicken's beak, and a hairpiece made out of duckling. What do you reckon? He just fucking leans me. He's got a nice little lean on. What do you think of him? Look at this. It's a little mouse's paw inside of a jar. Like, what do you think of that? I put a new episode of the podcast out today about the Loveland Frogman of Ohio, and if you listen to the first few seconds of it, you'll hear there's a new shirt. The Loveland Frogman of Ohio with his cock out me. This is that. Can you see it? It's caught behind the barrier. It's fucking well good, isn't it? I gone for it on a sweatshirt because I wanted to see what the sweatshirts come out like. Quite happy with it. This is a large, yeah. I'm 6'1" or so, if you can get an idea of sizing for yourself. But what do you think? There's a Christian version as well without the pecker out, but you know, like, what you might like both. I don't know. Maybe a t-shirt of one, jumper of the other. It's up to you. But they're on the website anyway, worldaroundyou.com. So are the Marge wraps. Look at my new hairy dangler. I've made a few. This one's got this. I think it was a type of goat skin, duckling skin, and a chicken's beak. We've got this one here, which is untrimmed goat skin with an eye stalk made out of a rat's arm and a fake tooth. They're on my website. What do you think of it? I'd rather see it more as the equivalent of, you know, like a sign on a bus stop kind of thing, or the little handwritten note on a toilet cubicle. This is a dinosaur arse. This one's a tyrannosaur arse. These are my dinosaur arses. We've got a stegosaur arse, we've got a pentasaur arse, and we've got a bronchosaur arse. They're all made from duckling arses, the heads, hence the names. Because, you know, they, as in, you know, they used to say that dinosaurs were birds, didn't they? So there you go. Something in my front pocket for you. It's one of these, mate. Look at that little amethyst keyring, mate. I'll give you a bit of a reading out of this book that I've wrote, How to Date an Antique Table, A Lover's Guide. One of the dating ideas you could go skinny dipping. There's the picture that comes with it. The skinny dipping. There you go. It's you and you've stripped off from your clothes, you're naked because you're skinny dipping, and you've helped the table take its cutlery and candlesticks off. Be careful if you decide to strip your antique table. Make the most of the weather, whip your pants off and run into the water. If your antique table refuses to join you initially, wade towards them, teasing them with you just want to see my genitals. Make sure to commit if you're going to walk towards them to entice them in. A lack of confidence here will ruin the chance of them joining you, or believing you casually do such liberal activities as skinny dipping. A good way to make your antique table feel comfortable is a compliment. So compliment them as you strip them down to the nuts and bolts. Oh, this is a lovely tablecloth. What oil have you been using? It smells lovely. You've got great legs. Don't pepper too many compliments on them. Make a few jokes at their expense and make them feel a bit salty, you know. Not too salty, but just salty enough to make sure that they savour your compliments a little bit more. I never expected you to have such big drawers. Your legs wonky. You seem smaller now that I'm holding you in my hand. They're all great little jibes that you can have at your antique table. Just be prepared for their rebuttal and do your best to act unoffended. My podcast is nearly in the charts, it's teetering. It'd be nice if we could all go and listen to it, leave it on in the background just playing, or even actually listen to it and enjoy it. That'd be nice as well. But it'd just be nice if we could get it into the charts and more people could find it. I thought I'd give you a bit of a reading out of this book that I've wrote, How to Date an Antique Table, A Lover's Guide.
When I walked in the club, everything changed when I walked in the club. He was looking at me like, wow, the aura on my body, I drip and I drown. So he says, I heard you're a singer, I live in a penthouse, it's on the east side. I can tell what he implied, I don't trust my decision.
What do you think of this? Look at that. It's a little fridge magnet, mate. But I could make them without the magnets as well. I might use a different magnet so it adds a bit of weight to it though. That. But look, it definitely works as a magnet. It goes on there. Now, if I can remember right, this skin here is goat. I can't quite remember what it was exactly. I bought a few that were already done at a fair, but it's pretty nice though. That's a baby chicken's beak, and this is a bit of duckling here. I've put one of my Patreon episodes out as a freebie on my normal podcast feed, so if you listen to the podcast, so you're used to, they're back, and now there's these as well. Links in my bio. It was too short to be a decent caterpillar, too long and thick to be a decent worm. So I turned it into a ornament instead, used it as a neck, so the neck's made of goat. I think it's goat. And then up there we got duckling feathers, there's eyelash. There's about 50, so you get 50 different illustrations of it, and then if we go right to the back page, I think it's like, oh no, there's 61 there. 61 worth looking at, and then there's a couple blank ones afterwards, but you got tons in there to go at. See this one in the news like the others were last week, but I figured more people might want them with them being in the news, and I've got in a news type of skin meat. I can't remember which one's which. I've got sheep, which is quite woolly, which is obvious. There's another type of sheep, which has been sheared down, and then I've got what I think is a type of goat, and I think this one's from a bit of goat, and then we've got duckling and a chicken's beak on there, mate. They're a tenner on my website. Go and have a look, worldaroundyou.com. Hairy danglers if you're looking for them. If you struggle with women, I suppose with men and all, you know, whoever it is you're looking to get your end away with. But if you do struggle, buy one or two of these, mate, and you can be like, "My legs, love." And they'll be like, "You what? The fuck did you just say to me?" And you'll be like, "Oh, no, look. My legs. I love these. Sorry." And then they'll be like, "Ah, right." And then they just think, oh, you know, that's a guy who likes his mouse feet in pots. He must have bought some foot-long tubs off of worldaroundyou.com. He's not, you know, sexually harassing me in the street, telling me that he thinks I'm attractive and thinks that I've got nice legs. He's just talking about his disembodied, hollowed-out mouse feet in jars. You know, I don't know if the problem is you just don't believe me. There's your free meal, it's a headless duckling. There's today's date and time, Emma's headless duckling, aka a free meal. Because I don't know how you found my post and then entered, but I make stuff out of dead animals, innit? Like there's the ice cream man, he's got the head of a duckling, and an ice cream made out of rat skin and rat tail. There's a ball flicker. I got crystals and that as well. I'm not going to swap the duckling's head for a crystal out, that's what you've won, innit? But you know, just thought I'd show you some of the other stuff so you know I'm not taking the piss, mate. Look at me hairy danglers. You got this one here with an eye stalk made out of a rat's tail. And we've got a little angel bird. And another little bird's made out of hamster and duckling and rat and baby chickens. And that's got a fake tooth on it. This one's got rat ears and mouse skin. This one's made out of duckling and a chicken's beak. And then we got this little fella here made out of the back end of a mouse. You'll have seen him before. Loads of stuff, mate, loads of stuff at the minute. I'm going to be making more today. Come and join me in the live stream and see what I'm up to. There's a squirrel in a dress with its bits covered, you know, keeping it classy. Mate, they're filming that Barbie film in my building that I work in. Gotta stay quiet, I don't want to ruin the filming, I don't want them to see, but I'm going to try and get a slight shot of Margot Robbie and is it Kurt Douglas? Give us a second. Yeah, I'll sneak behind the bins, yeah. Hey, look, there they are. There they are. You see them? I'll try and get closer. You know, he has put the work in for the film, hasn't he? So she, to be fair, though, I've never seen her neck look so long. Someone must have come and done her eyelashes and all. So I can't really sell these. Pentasaurus plus a duckling, alright, equals a pentasaur arse, because I've made it out of a duckling's arse. What a body. Look at that. Look at those legs. Shame about the face though, eh? It's got a face like a duck's arse. It's fully poseable, mate. You can move him around, bobble his head around and all. Look at that, mate. His head's on a spring. I did want it on a swivel, but couldn't figure out how. But I am enjoying the springs at the minute. He's even got a little bit of mouse fur there on his neck to keep that sealed. Right, pencil cases, mate. So it's got a zipper down its spine. Little lining in there. You know, so your dust and stuff gets collected. And it's got a pencil sharpener up its arse, mate. Look at that. You know, and it just falls straight out, mate. Just get your droppings on the desk, one.